Okay, so this is what I believe to be the best value in GPUs today. Now, this excludes special deals. You know, you find, like, I found this card on the local market for I think around $300 about a year ago. It was a killer deal. I bought it. But as far as normal, reputable deals that you actually go and find easily, this is probably, in my opinion, the best option out there. So let's take a look at what these go for on price. We're going to look at eBay just because that's the most accessible option for most people. So let's head over to eBay and take a quick look. Okay, guys, so we're on eBay. So let's take a look at RTX 3080s. So, let's take a look at, let's start at lowest price. And I'm going to do buy it now because I don't think it's a, I mean, we need an idea of what we can actually get one for. Okay, so, let's see. Parts only, parts only, parts only, parts only. Let's see here. Okay, so look at this. $360. Let's see if that's the actual buy it now. Buy it now. It's buy it now. $360, buy it now. This is an MSI 3080 Ventus 3X. This is a good card. I've actually had this card before. It's kind of a boring design, and that's what this is supposed to be. This is their gaming grade, but with a boring design card, so kind of their no RGB, no frills, no thrills. $360. And with eBay, you get quite a bit of buyer protection. So here's another one, $374. Buy it now. $370. Oh, here's a basic EVGA. You want a basic EVGA? That's your, if EVGA is your gig, $374. Buy it now. But so let's take a look at RTX 3060s. Oops. So, taking a look at the 3060, let's see, working unit. Okay. Parts only. Cheapest one here, $209. True, it's $150 less. True. However, the RTX 3060 is a joke compared to the 3080. It's a substantially less capable card. I mean, you're definitely getting your value's worth. I mean, look, if $200 is your absolute rock solid budget, yeah, okay, you got to go with the 3060. But if you can dig up another $150, you get a 3080. And then take a look at this. So 3070s. So let's see here. Okay, so 250. Oh, nope, that's broken. Okay, so 255 plus, I think this is higher shipping than the other one. So let's say 265. So less than $100 less. It doesn't make any sense to me not to go with the 3080. And then the other thing, so you look at, look at 2080s. That's a hacked up card. That's modded. Let's see, where's an actual... Here's a crappy blower card. Okay, so this, I'm not a fan of Zotac, but this is the first one that's like a normal 3-fan, air-cooled card, no hinky business. Nothing screwy. $210. Why would you even bother with this card? $150 more buys you a top, a substantial gain from a 3080 versus this. I don't even know why you'd buy this. And then you look at the 2080 Ti's. Oh, those are even worse. So let's see here. What do we got? Parts only. Water block. Nobody wants that on the secondhand market. Let's see here. Okay, so this is... That's the closest decent one. So 250. Like, why even bother? So let's look at... So this is OfferUp in the Seattle area where I'm located. So on the local market, there might actually be a better deal on the... Oh, wait, what do we got here? Nope, 3060. The local market tends to be all over the place, though. Sometimes you can find a better deal, sometimes you can't. It's just, it's really luck of the draw the day you go looking. Yes, this guy wants 500 for an HP OEM. So right now it looks like eBay is actually a better option. I don't usually look at these ones that aren't actual local market. Let's see here. Let's do Bellevue area. Okay, so Bellevue is going to be a lot closer to where like all the tech stuff is, for those that don't know this area. So let's see here. 375, but I wouldn't buy one of these Dell OEM ones when you can get a normal, like an EVGA for less. Yeah, so right now, eBay is your buy, but those cards were $360. So the other thing we look at here, check this out. Let's see what these cards are actually going for. Because if you look at sold items, that'll give you a really good idea. Okay, so those deals are actually, well, yes, this is why I wouldn't buy the 12 gig. The 12 gig is more than the extra RAM justifies. Okay, so those prices I'm seeing are actually pretty good prices. I had this card for a year. This is a good card. Yeah, so 360 is already on the lower end of what a 3080 goes for. So yeah, deals are readily available for 3080s for $350 to $400. So I don't see why you would buy another card. It just sits right in the sweet spot. All right, so let's get back to the how do I keep forgetting how to do this? So let's get back to the video. So those cards weren't quite as nice as this one. This is the FTW3, but there were 3080s. This FTW3 overclocked card, it probably is. It's like probably 1% gain. It's like a 1% gain. It may be a little bit quieter because it's got a beefier built heatsink, but overall, the performance difference is going to be negligible. It's not going to be enough to look at spending like $100 more for this card. So the next thing that we want to take a look at is performance. So I'm telling you, myself included, this card is capable of delivering enough performance to make virtually anyone happy, okay? There's a tiny subset of things that this won't quite be good enough for, but that's not normal stuff. The only reason I have a 4090 is because I can. I don't have that card because I needed it to do what I was doing. I bought it because I could, I had the money, and it's my hobby. So I buy good shit, I buy the best stuff because I can. But if I didn't have the money for that 4090 and I wasn't able to upgrade and I've been left continuing with my my 3080, I would have been fine. This card's fine. So let's go take a look. Let's go quickly take a look at Cyberpunk 2077 running at some fairly high settings. I don't have a standard 4K monitor right now, so we're gonna have to run 3840 1600 ultra wide on my LG 38 ultra wide. But that'll still give you a good idea because that monitor is still higher res than most of you are going to be using. Most of you are going to be running this card is a solidly 1440p card for newer games like Cyberpunk 2077. So I think that's what most of you are going to be doing. Even if you've got a nicer one, you're probably still going to be running like a 1440p 165 hertz 27 or 32 OLED. Even then, that's like $1,000 monitor. That's still nicer than what most people are running. So let's go take a look at some quick Cyberpunk and give you an idea on that. And I might do let's do some quick Cyberpunk and we'll do some quick Fortnite, because those are Cyberpunk gives you a good idea on high-end AAA. Fortnite gives you a good idea on competitive shooter. Okay, so just for a quick look, so we're running Cyberpunk 2077. It is running a little bit low on the frame rate. Oh man, now I got the NCPD after me. And we're getting little drops like that here and there, but I wanted to really push this as far as it could go. So let's actually go just a little bit further lower. We are on that, and let's do... So we're on the Ray Trace Ultra. Let's do Ray Trace Medium. DLSS Balanced. And see what we get. Oh, that's... What just happened? Well, that's interesting. It just got worse. Oh, what did I do? I must have done something wrong. What did we do wrong here? Let's do this. Let's do... Is there a ray trace low? Ray trace low. Okay. Let's see here. Sorry for the phone volume. I'm not certain why it just dropped lower. It shouldn't have. Something weird happened with the settings. Let's do this. Let's do balanced on that. Okay, there we go. Okay, so yeah, there we go. So with ray trace low, and then let's see what else we can turn on, because obviously something was... Let's turn those two on. Oh, maybe those were the two. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, there we go. Okay, it just took it a minute to figure out what it was doing. Okay, so... Okay, let's see what else we can turn on here. So, it's only a tiny step short of completely maxed out. That isn't on... And DLSS doesn't have quite the same hit. Oh, it takes it a second once I get out of the menu. Okay, so it's probably figuring out what to do with the DLSS. Okay. Sorry for the high CPU temperatures. This is my mini ITX build, so it does run. I've got 280... Oh, we're getting little tweaks there. I don't know what that is. I'm going to guess that's not the... Probably not the video card. That's probably something else I got going on. But I mean, this is good. I mean, and honestly, my experience is you don't really see that much of a difference even by turning the ray tracing on. So I mean, we're running at fairly high frame rate, so there's quite a bit of room here to lower the settings to get more performance if you absolutely must. I mean, but that's nuts. That's 3860 14. I'm sorry, 3860 1600, 3840 1600. So let's do one more thing here. So driving through the city always tends to slow our frame rate down just a bit. So let's take. Yeah, see, it looks like anytime I do anything that gets it out of the video, it takes it a second to readjust with the DLSS. I'd never noticed that before. That's interesting. So this looks great. I mean, yeah, there's a few setting things we got to tweak with here, but it's fine. And this isn't a 4090. If I didn't know better, I would think that this was my 4090. So this really is good enough for just about anyone, honestly. What's going on here? Oops. Don't want to do that. Okay, so I'm going to drive through the city for a second, and then we're going to do... Oh, come on, again. These stupid pedestrians, man. They go exactly where they need to not go. They're like real pedestrians. I could have sworn I had more maneuverability on the bike than this too. My bike seems to have been demaneuverified for some reason. Get us a little bit of game volume there. Get out of my way. I mean, this is fine. And this is on a video card that's currently worth, you know, $350. So I mean, this is incredible. Okay, so let's get to Fortnite and see if I can get a match to run long enough for me to get a few kills in, so you guys can see what to expect on that. Okay, so this is Fortnite running at 3840 by 1600 ultra wide. I'm not going to pull up the exact settings, but it's running in performance mode with epic viewing distance. Everything else is totally turned all the way down. So this is to give you kind of an idea of what to expect on your competitive stuff. I mean, it's killing it. I mean, look at that. Look at that frame rate. This is killing it. So let's see if I can... Who just shot at me? Somebody just shot at me. Where did he go? Gosh darn it. Somebody just tried to kill me. Oh. Decided to try to kill somebody else. Oh, see, I'm getting pretty good at that running up on people thing. Where's the guy he was shooting at? Okay, I'm not going to show much of this. I'm not trying to do a whole match on video here. I'm just trying to show you guys kind of what to expect on the different types of gaming that you might end up doing. It's interesting. It's actually holding pretty solid frame rate, too. Usually I'd expect a little more... usually I'd expect a little more up and down. I wonder why somebody didn't take that. Blue assault rifle with... Oh. I didn't know that could happen, though. I thought jumping off there I'd be fine. Well, that's no good. Guess it's better than nothing. Someone's gonna try to kill me right here. Okay, so I'm gonna kill this one. So we're gonna get back to the discussion on why the 3080 is really the card to buy right now. Hope this gives you kind of a performance, kind of an indication on performance, though. Okay, so we're back. So we don't really need to say anything else about the performance of the RTX 3080. It just spoke for itself. It's still amazing. More performance than just about everyone and just about anyone could actually want. The only thing that you're going to see with the 4090 would be, or maybe even like I say a 4080, going above a 3080. Is to completely max out the rest of those Cyberpunk settings. But you saw, it looked great, and we were running at 4K, or not full 4K, but 3840, 1600, which is, once you factor in the fact that most people are going to be running 2560, 1440 on a nice monitor, it's fine. You'd probably max out. When I take this system on the road with me, I usually take a 24-inch 1080p, and it totally maxes all those other settings out, so it's fine. So that's everything related to my reasoning for why you why you'd want a 3080 today. Just a few other thoughts. I did have a 3080 towards the very beginning when they first came out. The only reason I even upgraded to the 4090 was because I made the mistake of thinking that my 9900K wasn't bottlenecking the 3080 enough for it to be my issue, when it turned out it was. And so had I bought the 12900K that I've got this paired with at the moment, had I bought that and tried that before the 4090, there's a very, very, very good chance I would still be running a 3080 today, and I wouldn't have spent the money to upgrade to a 4090. Which, then the question is, why didn't I sell the 4090 when I realized I didn't need it? It was one of those things. I had already allocated the money. I had already justified the expenditure in my mind. I was already in possession of the card. I'd transferred the warranty into my name, and I wanted the card. It really came down to that. So, yeah, I hope you guys find this to be kind of an informative look into what I believe to be the absolute best value video card on the market today.